Hello.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Welcome. So that looks better. We're just sitting here. We had a certain topic picked out for our live talk today, and we're both feeling anyways, I was. I don't know about you, but we've been doing so much stuff, working so hard, and I felt sort of deflated. So, but I was sitting here, centering and just making a little space before the talk. I realized, actually, if I talked about something else now than what is, there wouldn't be an integrity, it wouldn't be an alignment of how I'm feeling. So I want to share about authenticity, and this is what authenticity is: to show up as you are and not trying to show up as the entertainer when you're not the entertainer. Just like, here I am right now. I'm really feeling. What am I feeling really? And you start actually checking in with yourself, what it is, and then when you check in with yourself, you can share it with your partner or with whoever needs to know. But if you don't do that quick the quick check-in with yourself, you actually, or I was just about to try to fool you, or like in a relationship, fool her, as here I am, not feeling all that great, but hey, we said we do it, so put a smile on and go through it, and that might have its place. Mm-hmm. But if that becomes like a habit, it really is kind of fuel for misunderstandings, because the partner looks at your smile and senses something very different, so, and then there's also maybe mistrust coming with that, like the incongruity or the
incongruity.
Mm-hmm. I can pull. I'm German. I can butcher the English every once in a while.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really true. It's a presence practice to come, which is really important in relationship, and something that we work on a lot, and something we share with the people we work with as well. That presencing is one of the most important tools and practices that we have, and that is just coming into that moment and saying, what I thought was going to happen can't really happen right now because my energy's not there, and if I'm not showing up in the energy that is anticipated, is going to be false. It's not going to be real. And this is how we can tend to show up in relationship with each other, like he was just saying. But coming to presence is not actually difficult in itself. There might take some practice to learn how to get there, but coming into presence is really a simple process of breathing, getting quiet for a moment, and really feeling in, just feeling, not thinking, what is this, and how can I describe it, all the words, but just feeling your body. What kind of emotion do you feel? What kind of energy are you feeling? We often bring it to words then, but it's not necessary.
Yeah, down that line is also we feel like the urge to talk right away. We feel like in relationship and then with other people, we feel like we always have to say something, and to realize maybe the only thing we want to say so the partner does understand is, actually I think I do want to be quiet for a while, so that the partner knows what's going on. So I just right now I just have to feel in what is really happening.
And what happens often when we're not really learning and practicing this is if, for example, in the past, Bjorn would say, I just don't really want to talk right now. I would feel like, what? What? What do you mean? I want to talk. Or am I saying something wrong that's making you shut me out? The feeling was I'm being shut out because he doesn't want to engage, he doesn't want to talk. And I don't know if it goes the other way. If you've felt that way in the past too, I think you've allowed yourself more of that space to say, being in conversation isn't right for me right now, I need some quiet. And that has never been my MO. Mine is like, get into it and talk about it. So it's taken some practice to come to a place where maybe I still sometimes have the little in my heart. Maybe have a few moments, and then I'm sorry, I just got distracted by something that popped up on the screen. I think that doesn't happen so often anymore, and now I can step back a little bit also and say, oh, okay, you need some quiet. I can connect to the times that I need quiet and maybe don't ask for it, or the times that I do ask for it, and then I can see it's like pulling out of myself a little bit and looking at the situation from above and seeing all of these parts are not against each other. They're just parts that exist within the space of each other, and we can learn how to move in and through them or out of them for a while.
Actually, that's what I wanted to say there too, is by recognizing and acknowledging even, and like for myself, like, oh, I don't feel like, I feel more like being quiet right now, because there's just so much going on, and like to just have it set a little bit. Sometimes quiet is very crucial for that. You might know that for yourself. But by just recognizing that, oh, this is what I actually want, and that's what I need right now, and realizing, oh, I can actually tell Brie that that's what I need, and then in that whole chain have Brie acknowledge it too and say like, oh, okay, like if you need some space, good, thanks for letting me know. And just in that process of acknowledging and allowing that to be so, and not trying to change it and have it other than it is, comes ease and relaxation. And right there, I can actually have a conversation. You just kind of like say like, actually, I want to be quiet, and the next, once it's all acknowledged, there's like the biggest conversation going on.
It's taking off the expectations, isn't it? I mean, that I would have the expectation that he doesn't tell me it's time, I need some quiet space. By letting go of that, like that feeling that he's shutting me out, that feeling that something's going terribly wrong right now because he's walking away, and just allowing that to happen is taking hundreds of pounds off of me, because I've realized that it isn't about it isn't him shutting me out. And so it shifts everything. It allows, and when he shows up like this, or when I do, it allows the other person, maybe this is kind of what you're saying too, it allows the other person to actually honestly see who's standing in front of them, and not having to try to guess, how do we be here together, what approach do we take, what can I say and what can't I say. We're just being honest and sharing space. There's so many ways to do that. Sometimes it's happy and sometimes it's not happy, and all kinds of parts. I think I'm done talking.
Yeah, so that was just a brief dive into authenticity and how important it is, and for oneself and in relationship, and how actually again radically shifted it is from the conventional system of always pretending like nothing is going on. So again, importance, the radically redesign, because the old model is not working. All right, thanks for showing up maybe at some point. Okay.
Ciao.
Ciao.